Hello and welcome to the Replay Review Series. I'm your host Direct, and today we'll be looking at a Zarya player called WhippyWig. His current SR is around 2800 and his peak is around 2900. His best heroes are Zarya and Reinhardt, which means he can play off tank and main tank, he says. We'll be looking at the team comps first here, so let's do it real quick. We have again Reinhardt Zarya, a very dominant duo. Zarya can support Reinhardt in any way possible. Zarya a very strong tank at the moment because Bubble is a very strong tool, which with that you can protect everyone of your team quite easily. Then you have a Baptiste, so you have a main healer and an off healer, which is fine. Then you have the Doomfist and the Junkrat, so you have spam and insta-kill potential, but you do not have a hit scan. So, except for Baptiste, which might be fine if the Baptiste is good enough, but since this is 2800, we don't know that yet. So, I'm hoping that you know your role. Your role is to, of course, support everybody else using Bubble, protecting them, mainly Reinhardt. If he goes for swings, or he goes for a pin or something, or gets pinned, or rather if anyone of the team gets pinned, you can bubble them to protect them. You of course can body block with your protective bubble. Of course you want to be getting as much charge as possible, so using personal bubble to get some charge is always fine. For your positioning, I want you to be playing close to the Reinhardt but inside line of everybody else, and we'll see how that goes. Then we have the enemy team playing also a Rein Zarya type comp. Again, synergy is very much there. Then they have hit scan, which you don't. Also, the McCree counters the Doomfist a bit, so you might want to bubble the Doomfist if he goes in, for example. If he punches in, you can bubble him. If he slams in from a high ground position, you can bubble him. They're gonna probably do the same thing. You can bubble the Doomfist, or she can bubble the Reinhardt. They have the Ana Lucio, which I think is better than the Bab Lucio, but you cannot do much about it since this is a competitive game. Why this is better is because the Lucio can stay with the Ana, just like your Lucio can with the Baptiste. But Diana has more impact with Anti-Nade and with Sleep Dart, which you need to bubble away. You need to bubble away the Anti-Nade here and cleanse it. Diana also is a bit better than Baptiste because she has more reliable range shields, which is going to benefit the Doomfist. She can heal the Doomfist when he engages. Your Bap cannot really. So you need to be looking out for that. So let's see with starting positions. Where do you go? Where does your team go? We'll pause real quick to look at your team's positioning for start off. So your Junkrat backed off after placing a trap. This is fine. Your Lucio is pretty suicidal. Your Doomfist is pretty far up too. He might be getting a pick here. Usually he shouldn't, but still. We're gonna continue. After all, this is about you and not your teammates. Okay, Doomfist backs off here. Lucio also backs off after seeing the enemy team. You're pretty close to Reinhardt as position-wise, which is fine. You're taking a lot of damage here. You might want to be hugging that corner a bit more since your Reinhardt is behind you. You also don't have any projective anymore, probably, because you used that. So we'll see. Also, you want to be going into first person. The enemy Doom slammed behind you. The enemy Doom is behind you. You don't turn or anything. You just let him be there. Okay. So see the Doom in the top corner right here. He's gonna probably look for someone you can easily kill. And if he succeeds, of course, if he dives in with a slam, for example, onto the target, you need to bubble that target. Otherwise, the target dies. I hope you bubble in time. So you do not bubble, but it's fine since the enemy Doom, the enemy Doom kind of screws up, and your Junker and your Doom finishes them off. Your awareness seems to be kind of lacking so far. I don't know if you noticed the Doom was behind you. I like the secondary fire usage. You can be a bit more aggressive together with the Reinhardt. Sometimes you're backing off a little bit too much. You don't always need to bubble the Reinhardt if there's no threat and you're already at 100 energy. So, like, you bubble the Reinhardt here. There's not really a point for you to bubble him, because he got a shield, his giant rectangle, and you're already at 100 charge. So this bubble is gonna do nothing. You waste your projective here, which you could have used to maybe save a teammate if they get like screwed over. Lasering away on shields. This is fine. This is fine. So this is where you need to be careful now. Secondary firing through windows, fine. Again, like, okay, wait. Maybe you didn't have projective up in time. Let me check actually. So you do have projective. You do have projective. Okay. Now, the Reinhardt that you see charging down main right now pin somebody, right? There's a Baptiste in there. There's your Bap in there. You could have bubbled him. You had projective at your disposal. You had projective up. You could have at all times bubbled him to save him there. You didn't, he dies. Spamming through this window is fine, but it's not gonna do much since they have beat. And they're all beated. So you're not gonna do any damage to them. You would be better off just backing a bit and saving your Baptiste here. Just general awareness problems again. So you didn't bubble Baptiste, you realized that the Reinhardt is here now. You back off behind point. The enemy Reinhardt missed Shatter. The enemy Reinhardt missed Shatter. He could have shattered you there and finished you off. You're revenge though, so you're lucky. You're 2 men down. The Zarya killed the Doom. The Reinhardt killed your tire, and your Baptiste of course got pinned. So you're pretty low HP. You cannot do really much here. Some aiming issues caused the Echo to survive there. It's fine though. It's fine. It's alright. You screwed up a little, which might have actually cost you the fight because your Bap died, but it's fine. Mistakes happen. Gotta live with it. Now you need to defend for 5 minutes. Let's see how you do. So you see them pushing high ground. Now I want you to take a high ground as well, which you do. You might be kind of late here. Who knows? So they grab you. Your Reinhardt shares nothing. Your Doomfist meteor stacks nothing. The Zarya and Zarya grabs you. So the only way you win this fight now is through neutral fight or you grab. Your Lucio beats for no apparent reason. And your Doom dies. Your Doom got absolutely destroyed. He was very aggressive here. He should have died anyways, but then he got finished off by Echo. Like, look at the number of assists on that Doomfist. Your Lucio used beat for no apparent reason, I think. Maybe to save the Doom, I don't really know. The Ryan is maybe a free kill here because it's overextended a bit. Why did you jump off? Did you get knocked off? Did you get knocked off or did you jump off? Okay, so the Lucia booped you off. Although it is a big grab, you need to always be aware of who can follow up that grab. So you yourself got booped off, which is unlucky. But let's take this back a bit, okay? Let's take this back a bit. Let's take this back like 20 seconds. And look at it from third person POV. And I don't think anybody was there to follow up anyways. So your Doom misses everything, your Reinhardt misses everything, your Lucy wastes the beat. The Echo kills the Doom. So any Echo's behind. Everybody notices her, but she dies late. Then your Reinhardt and you let them push through choke. So there was no Reinhardt. Reinhardt is already gone here. He's not gonna get back up. And there's nobody there. See? The moment you grab, there was nobody there from your team to follow up when you get knocked down. Your Baptiste dropped to save your Reinhardt. Right? Your Baptiste dropped to save your Rein. The Echo tries to kill the Lucio here. And what you do is you throw grab in. 1v5, 1v6, 1v5. And they almost have beat and nano and shatter, and now you have nothing. You're basically fighting on like enemies fighting with 4 ults, you're fighting with 0 now. So this is gonna be a tough one. Because you've been everybody has been wasting resources a lot, including you. And missing a lot of things. Making some weird decisions, wrong decisions too. So I like that. You bubbled your Rein on the engage, on the pin. You bubbled your Rein. And then you bubbled yourself to save yourself from Deadeye. This is fine. Now you could either go for the Rein or the Lucio here. You go for the Rein, which is fine. So they're all full HP. They're all back. And they still have 2 ultimates. And you still have none. This fight is lost just by default. You can try and touch here, but you're not gonna prevail. The McCree dies because of his own stupidness. He dies to the mayhem. The pick from your Junkrat and the Reinhardt might actually cause you to win this fight. Yeah, so you choose the fight. Okay. It's 2 CP. It's the 2 CP thing is happening again, guys. The 2 CP thing. Okay. Bubbling your Rein to maybe save him, but he dies anyways. Because he's overextended 1 HP, there's no healing. Which, if you had an Ana here, it could have been healed quite more easy, but you didn't. Unlucky. So now they have 3 ultimates and you have 2. Almost 3. I actually have 3. They have 3, you have 3. Use window. And you kind of waste window. Again, awareness. Listen to what's happening around you. Listen. Listen, okay? Listen. I know it's difficult to use your ears to know where enemies are at, right? Maybe you have a stereo headphone. But I can tell that there's an echo somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. I have a stereo headphone on right now. I can tell the echo is on this side. Somewhere, and she just ulted. I want you to turn around and prevent her from getting the grab and killing you all. Because from them, nobody has died yet. Which means, if they get through this choke, and you get grabbed here, you lose this fight. And you notice her pretty late. She already has grab at this point, and this is where it ends. This is where it ends. This is the death. Yeah, so they commit shatter 2. No, your Reinhardt commits shatter to save your ass. Okay. Your Reinhardt commits shatter to save your ass. But they grab you. They had 2 grabs now. And your Echo ulted to maybe, you know, get another Reinhardt shatter out or shield you, but at this point it's already too late. When you got graphed the first time, it should have been over. Your Reinhardt saved your ass, and then their Zarya, not their Echo, graphed too, so it's just over. And their Reinhardt actually wastes shatter on the Echo here to like stop her from getting shatter herself. So now Tyre. Tyre can clutch this. Tyre can clutch this if he gets like 2 kills or something. Of course, the enemy Reinhardt fire strikes it, which is unlucky. Can you go for a recontest? I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Okay. What I want you to realize is your positioning. So you all die, right? You all die. You respawn. Your Junket tries to save it with Tyre. Your Junket tries to save it with Tyre. Now look. You go on point, although your ball is contesting with full health. Your ball is contesting with full health, so it is fine if there's 1 on point. But it is fine if there's 1 on point. But and here comes the big thing that little people know about this game mode. If the enemy has advantage on point, so they have 3, you have 2, your respawn times will increase. Right? Your respawn times will increase. The longer they have advantage on point, the longer your respawn times will get for every single one of you. If you have advantage, this timer goes down. So, like, when you started, like, your... Let's say they've been stalling for a bit, so you're, like, at, like, what? 20 second respawn at this point. You've been stalling for ages, right? You're at 20-second respawn. As soon as you get advantage on this, let's say you have like 4 here now, and they have like 2, it starts subtracting. So it will go to like 19, 18, and it will like continue to go down on your respawn timer until this number flips again. Until they have more people on point again than you have. This is a point to keep in mind. But you cannot have advantage right now, since nobody is touching with you. Like, how many people of you are actually alive? We can check, right? We can check how many people are actually alive trying to fight point. You, Lucio, and Ball. So all you can do right now is 3 for 3 on point. And they have even more numbers, right? They could go 5 for 3 on point. So instead of like trying to fight it, right, I would instead stall 1 by 1, which what I mean by that is you don't go on when your ball is on there. When your ball is on there, which he was, right, your ball was on point, contesting, swinging around like crazy. You don't need to touch. You don't need to touch. You don't need to be on point. You don't need to be here. You can be in any position, try to get a kill, like you are right now, but you already dropped down and went all the way to here, which put you out of position and now are backing off. So instead of like doing this, you could have played around this pole. That's right here. And you could have lasered from that pole, or shot from that pole, tried to get a cheeky kill on either one of those, which are out of position. And if you would have gotten a kill, this would have been much more winnable. Instead, what you do now is you do a weird play, okay? And I don't only mean that, like, you do a weird play. So you get lasered by the enemy Zarya, right? She notices, she's full charge, she wants to yoink your ass out of existence. So what I don't understand is, right? What I don't understand is, you know that you don't have a main support right now. Your main support is dead, okay? The only support you have is Lucio. So what can you really do here? You decided to go into here when the Zarya was following you upstairs. You decided to go into that room and you said, I need healing. How is the Lucio supposed to heal you? when you're behind that wall. At least you cannot. He can physically not heal you. What you could have done is just stayed here or died on point. It would have been more valuable to die on point or stay here and try to like hold that position. Maybe try to get some help from Junkrat or Lucio, who are going towards you right now. Like Junkrat is going forwards, Lucio's going towards you. If you would have just stayed here instead of going around and upstairs, maybe like if you didn't go upstairs, the Zarya wouldn't have chased you because the Junkrat was there, Lucio was there, and Lucio could have healed you, maybe amped you. But you went behind a wall where Lucio cannot do anything anymore, and they let the Zarya walk past them. So it's partially your fault, partially their fault, because they just ignore you getting pushed. But then again, you walk behind a wall to try and survive, and there was no real point. You would have lost that 1v1. So you could have just died on point instead, for example. So this is where your BAP comes back. You use beat here, so you have a 3-4-3 on point right now, which means the respawn timer is paused. The Wrecking Ball is doing the hanging from the top strat, where it contests by hanging from the ceiling. And they actually keep numbers advantage on point. The McCree goes for a high noon here. We can see him over to our right side. Gets the Hammond killed and almost both of his supports, which only survive because of Lamp. Lucio tries to retouch, gets booped. Maybe he can retouch. He can retouch. So Lucio retouched, then you immediately retouched. So now I want you just to play point, die point. Play point, die point. Play point, die point. Play point, die point. Yakko does it too. Play point, die point. Jungler's gonna do it too. Play point, die point. And Lucio gets booped off again, and that's how he was first point. So that's how you lose first point. So until now, ability management and not really so much positioning, but like awareness seemed to be a problem.
Ready for battle.
So you are now on the attack. You are now on the attack. There's some things that changed about your team comp. There's some things that changed about your team comp. Some small changes. Genji is saying his Doomfist, you can bubble him if he engages. Widow you cannot really support in any way except for bubble her if she gets dove on by anything, but they don't have divers except for like Junkrat. Junkrat can maybe jump her and then you can bubble her. This has a different playstyle. Like this tank comp has a different playstyle than the Reinhardt Zarya kind of play. So Rodog wants to go flank around and be annoying, and you can try to support him a bit, right? You can try to support him a bit, but it isn't really your job. You can bubble him if he gets anti-nated, if he gets slapped, or if he gets pinned, but there's not much more you can do. This comp is mainly designed for you to poke damage anyways. Right? You're meant to poke damage. That's all you can do for now. As for the enemy team, nothing really has changed. They're playing the sim to be annoying a bit. So they're probably gonna be like sim turreting choke. Same here, Rein Zarya. You need to be looking out for spam. This is easy charge for your bubbles. Other than that, nothing really changed. Okay, so you bubbled the fire strike out of spawn. This is fine. Try not to stand in sim or Junkrat spam. They have a very spammy comp. You need to be playing around cover a lot, like you're doing right now, hugging the wall. You need to do that a lot here because of like them spamming. I don't know why you've been spamming this window for like 10 years. Instead of you could have like helped your front lane. Front lane Genji, who dies now because you didn't projective him again. You could have saved him with the projective, you didn't do it. Hawk misses the hook here. At this point the fight is already lost. There's no point in engaging whatsoever. Just like spam the choke a bit with secondary fire. Don't be in like dangerous range for Junkrat or anything. So yeah, try to keep your distance, spam it a bit. They are overextending here. Go help your hog. Again. Projective. Use projective, please. Use projective. The enemy Zarya is doing the thing you're not doing. The enemy Zarya is bubbling the Symmetra so she doesn't die. You could have bubbled the hog so he doesn't die, but you didn't, so he dies. And you die too because of Symmetra not surviving. But you have 3 picks. You have 3 picks. You have 3 picks. If you regroup quickly here, you can win this still. You can actually win this though. If you just regroup, you can win this. It's fine. It's fine. You can win this. I believe. Your Ana inslate. Ana just wastes opportunities you had by dying late. Lasering Lucio here is fine. Killing Trap is fine. Widow did a pick. Widow dies. You still have a pick on the support. So if you like, all damage you do right now is pretty much permanent. You can be a bit more aggressive. You can be aggressive now, like really hard. You're in immortality. Just don't be scared. Don't be scared. They grab you. They grab you. You don't have a support ult. You die. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The problem that these comps usually have is getting past choke. So I wouldn't really advise going Zarya Hog here. Like, you could have swapped to a Reinhardt maybe. Because in this map there's no alternative round to main choke. Except if you have divers, and you don't. Except for Genji. Hog misses his hook again. Like, hook gets bubbled. Or breaks all the time. Your Genji dies again. You use projective. You have still personal up. You can body block for that hog. His Sim might be killable. Yeah, nice aggression. There's a Junkrat that killed your. It's unlucky. You know what I would have liked? I think you didn't do it. I think you had it again. I think you did it again. I think you did it again, actually. Bubble him. You see this guy pulling his blade out right now? Bubble him. He dies here because he gets absolutely demolished by them. He takes 1,000,000 damage because he's engaging 1v5, 1v6. You're still at choke. This is probably a communication problem with your team right now because you're not communicating. This is low rank, so I can understand, but could have still bubbled him. Just a bubble here would have made him get at least 1 or 2 kills. Because they cannot kill Bubble and him as fast as he can kill somebody with Nanoblade. Nanoblade is 1 swing, 1 dash. So he's gonna get a kill here if you bubble him. Because he cannot get 1 shot with Bubble. Or stunned with Bubble. Or pinned with Bubble. So Bubble, if somebody like disengages like 1v5 or something, and you want to give him at least a chance of killing something. So yeah, they beat it, and then the Genji dies because he gets absolutely farmed by everybody. It is what it is. Your hog does the thing, right? Your hog does the thing. He goes flank, but there's no point in going. The hog engages on a flank when like 2 people are dead. So what he's gonna do now, he's gonna survive for a bit and then die and stagger out even further. Don't do that, by the way. Don't engage when the fight is over. Again, this is fine, selling choke. the thing that I predict happening right now. Hawk int feeds a level charge again. This fight was already over. You get grabbed again. Immortality's up though, so you survive. You have 2 picks. You could grab this Reinhardt to secure the kill. Or you just get spammed. When you're in this scenario... Okay, when you're in this scenario where you have literally a million picks, right? You're like 5 people in front right now. Your Ana died, unfortunately. But you're 5 people and they're missing 2. There are 4. You're 5. Actually, they're just 3. Yeah, they're just 3. They're just 3. You can actually just push them. It's a 3v5. Your Pharah is maybe gonna kill the Ana. If you bubble her, she's definitely gonna kill the Ana. And have no fear of an Ana, Zarya. No fear. No fear. If you up that many people, if everybody concentrates on the Zarya, you can kill her. You can, like, you should have walked through the choke early anyways. Like, you stagnated at the choke for no reason. Like, this is not the final boss. The door is not the final boss. You can go through it and just avoid it. It's fine. And if you would have avoided it and just would have walked forward, you would have been here when they nanoed. Right? You would have been here when they nanoed, and then you could have still backed off. And you would have been fine because you have your ultimate and everything, right? So there's no real reason for you to do whatever you just did. Anyways. See? No fear. Your hog is there. He's gonna kill the Zarya with you. Just go in. Attack. Walk forward. Kill the turret. Kill the Lucio that's in your backline. Tunnel visioning on Ana. It's fine here though, because nobody's there. You can tunnel vision on her because there's nobody there to protect her. Usually I would have gone for the Lucio here. It's an easier kill. See, because now the Lucio, because he went past you, killed your BAP. You could have protected him with like projective or something. You lost the 1v1 to the Symmetra, which is kinda unlucky. Your hawk killed Symmetra, that's nice. Hopefully he doesn't get killed by Tyre. Hopefully he doesn't get killed by Tyre. So he just healed up. Tyre doesn't explode directly on him. Okay, your hog is carrying, he killed 2. Your hog is carrying, he killed 2. Zarya's like hacked. Your hog is carrying, he killed 3. He killed 2, secured a 3rd one. The Rhino's throwing, he's shattering when there's nobody alive. The Rhino's actually throwing the game, it's fine though. You take this point. And it was not because of your credit really much, it was because your hog carried. If he didn't kill 3 there, and they would have focused him down, the enemy might have had a chance to like turn this. You need to work on your awareness of where the enemy is, where you are compared to them. Look at your allies' positioning and bubble them if they need one. Bubble them if they need one. That's all I want from you. Bubble them if they need one. Like this hog didn't need a bubble. He didn't need a bubble. The only thing that's shooting him was the Lucio. It's fine to get charged here, but you're better off using the bubble as a cooldown response for an anti-nade or a sleep or a pin or anything. Paradise here. Again, she can't really be healed because of your BAP. It's very hard to heal Farah as BAP. And then your ground, for example, is useless here. You missed the Lucio in the first place. Again, fear, not pushing. Some mechanical issues, aim problems, on controller, right? Because I know you're a console player. On controller, set your aim assist window size a bit smaller, like 60, 70, 80%. I have it disabled. I have aim assist disabled and I'm fine with aiming without it. But for people that are struggling with control aim, put aim assist on 100%, right? 100% aim assist, full strength. Makes you like aimbot onto your target. And then put window size down to like 50, 60 or something. To like only make the aimbot or aim assist target the targets you want to go for. Okay, killed the Junkrat. Now go point. Go point to start building respawn advantage. Again, you don't go down. You don't go down. You let them recover. You let them recover. You're letting them recover. Now they recovered. They're all back. Because you're not aggressing. You're playing way too defensively. Playing the defense too hard. You were like 1 down, 2 down. They were like 4 down. You didn't push. That was less aggression. You finished off the Lucio. That's big. Now you grab is fine here. If you grab here, it's fine. Don't grab. Use ultimates. Use ultimates. Please use ultimates. If you see an opportunity, even if they like... Maybe even if they're guaranteed to die. Grabbing 2 or even grabbing 1 sometimes is fine. Just use your abilities and all the ultimates. That's all you need to do. Use your abilities and ultimates. Don't hold them for like 10 years. It's gonna lose your games. This grab is fine. Solo grabbing soldier here is fine. This is what I mean. Solo grabbing is fine. In some scenarios. Lose you through the game, it's fine though.
You wouldn't believe what I learned about you.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle. 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
So, let's see. Comms have changed a bit again. Let's go quickly over them. Double shield. They want to be protected of nothing here. So the double shield is not going to be protect them except for from Discord. Maybe the anti-nate and the hook. These are the abilities that are kind of bad now because of the double shield. They can just protect them, and Sigma can also eat things like nade and stuff. For you, as a personal player, nothing really has changed. You can still bubble the Genji when he engages. You can still bubble Roadhog if he gets anti-nated. You can still bubble Zen if he gets dived on by their Junkrat, for example. Or if he gets pressured too much. The only problem I see is you don't really have a way... you don't have a tank that can contest Ashe. The only thing that can contest Ashe are your DPS. I didn't mean to mark Ana here, by the way. It's just a DPS that can contest Ashe. Ana can just duel, but she's probably gonna lose the fight. The 1v1. So, continuing. And you have a support ult, which is nice. You have a support ult again. You have an off support and a main support. We always like to see that. You're getting kinda low here, it's fine though. Okay. Rewind shield is down. Aggression. Aggression. Nobody of your team died. Aggression. Go, 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 go. Don't wait for no reason. Match shield is now back up. You missed your opportunity, but still, it's fine. Trying to kill trap here is also fine. Ryan shield is done again. Hawk gets a hook here. This is a free kill. Go, go, go. Now you push. Now you push. Now you push. You one up. You one up. Go, go, go. You hit a tire. You have your self bubble ready. Ready to bubble yourself. Nice. I think it was a reactive bubble. That was really good. You lost 2, but now you're even. You're even. Still fine. You're even. You're even, and you have a main healer. They have a main healer. Again. If you have it, bubble your Genji. You don't have it this time? but still, I just want you to remember.
30 seconds remaining.
Bubble if like your Genji blades in, or if your Doomfist goes in. Just bubbling them when Genji blades or goes in, or when Doomfist punches in is usually gonna save them their life.
10 seconds remaining.
So first push through, let's go.
New defense point. Objective B.
Lucius over aggression here. If Dani gets to sleep, you can kill him. Okay, you kill him anyways. It's nice. Go, go, go. You're one up. They have fast respawn, but Lucius, you know, gonna take a moment to get out of spawn. And they're like out of position. You gotta pick onto the Junkrat. This is good. They used beat. You know they used beat now. You can have a free grab now. If you get grab, it's free. You get shattered. That's unlucky. You lose 2. You lose 4. Didn't get grab. That's unlucky. You were close to another blade. You were close to EMP grab. These 3 ultimates could have won you the fight. Unfortunately, you didn't get them. They used ultimates. They used 3 ults, so they win, I guess. Like 2 of you got shattered. The bubble and the Genji was fine when you got nanoed. Could have bubbled the Hog also, because he almost got pinned. Other than that, this was just fine. They had just all advantage. Which of course is also because they're playing double shield. They are getting more ult charge than you can, because you have to shoot shields more than they have to.
Initiating match.
So again, we're gonna go like a bit forward
Ready for battle.
until they attack.
Ready for battle.
Okay. So your Reinhardt is behind here. You can bubble him if he charges. Bubble him. Too late on reaction. Too late on reaction. You bubble Lucian instead because he jumps in front. Now you have a problem. Reinhardt is antied. If they go aggressive, their Reinhardt is low, right? Their Reinhardt is low, but their Doomfist can punch in here and ruin your Reinhardt's day. You're like, okay, you finish off the Reinhardt, that's nice. The team finishes off Reinhardt. Doomfist is diving your Ashe. Watch out for Doomfist diving your Ashe. We saw him in top right corner a few seconds ago. Okay, you see the Doomfist on the high ground. You definitely saw him. He goes for a rollout. I can see his feet. You saw him start his rollout. I can see his feet. Do you see his stinky feet up here? He's gonna go in and try to kill somebody. And you don't have projective anymore. You use projective. If he engages onto you, you still have your projective. You use projective, you still have your personal. So you are definitely gonna survive. He does not go in. Okay. Doomfist punched past you. You had to see this, right? You bubbled the right on the charge, that's fine. He was engaging Doom after all, so bubbling in there is nice. He wins the 1v1. You're 2 men up. Again, if you're like 2 or 3 men up, you can go a bit more aggressive. Even if you're on defense. Stagger kills, always good. Remember, aggression wins games. Until the enemy respects you and starts playing into your aggression and starts playing around your aggression, aggression wins games. But don't feed. So 1 more minute, that's 2 more fights. Maybe you can win these. Easy. You win though. Enemy Reinhardt charges in. You bubbled the Lucio this time because you thought the Reinhardt would pin him. This is what I want to see. but I want you to bubble responsively. If the Reinhardt gets a pin, you bubble. Not when the Reinhardt charges in, you bubble somebody, and if he's gonna hit, the bubble is gonna do something. Bubble when the person is already in Reinhardt's like hands as he's charging. Now Reinhardt charges past you. You can ignore him usually, because more important is your front line right now. Your front line is dying. Your front line is in desperate need of help. You need to be aware of what's going on around you. Stop greeting. Stop greeting for kills like these. Your Ashe is gonna die here anyways because she stayed on the low ground, although she saw the Reinhardt charge in towards her. You just stay in the front line. You can give up some ticks here. Like, you can give up ticks. It's fine. You can give up ticks. Because it's like second to last fight. So, you can give up ticks. Pushing that Reinhardt. Okay. Your Reinhardt is lucky if he survives here. Yulus is lucky that he survives. And your Rep is lucky if he survives. Your Rep dies to the Doomfist. Now... your Reinhardt charges off the map. Your Junkrat gets a kill, which means you are now 4v3. 4v2, I correct myself. And your Lucio beats here. Go for the Lucio. Again, so defensively, you can walk into the Lucio. You had like 700 HP right now, and he was 1. You could have just like walked around that bell. You missed your opportunity. Now you need to like fight the Doom, which is really bad for you. Kind of missed on the aim again, you know. Look for your settings on aim things. Like I said, try like aim assist strength 100, window size like adjust it, go to 50 and then make it higher or lower, depending on how much you need it. So your Lucio's stalling this out like a god. He gets killed. Your soldier gets a pick on the Doom. Soldier touches. Soldier is surviving because of his field. He shouldn't, but your BAP gets shattered. Your Reinhardt counter shatters the Reinhardt only. Pins the Zarya. And you're having a lucky turn of events that will win you this game. The soldier not dying, although he's into the enemy team. And the Junkrat not being like killed, although he's 1 HP. The BAP just surviving shatter, so... this is really lucky that you won that game. Or, you know, that fight, but still. Again, you again had like... no contribution on the winning of this fight, really much. So yeah, to conclude, what I want to say is use your ultimate. If you have it, use it. Please use your ultimate. Even if it only catches 2 or 1 target, it's usually fine. Don't recontest if you can't get man advantage. If you can't get man advantage and dwindle the respawn timer down by getting man advantage on point, then 1-by-1 contesting is fine. Which your team didn't really do. They went all in together, you included. Aggression and defensive play, you don't go aggressive at the right times. We saw you going aggressive when it really wasn't needed that much, and we saw you going very defensively, trying not to die when you were like 2 kills up or something, although you were like full HP, or like when you had 700 HP you didn't chase the Lucio, for example. Projective usage, try to use projective as a response to other cooldowns, such as anti-nade, pin, or something. Try to use it to save people, not only to gain charge. Of course, charge is important, but we saw you like bubble targets for no reason, although you already were at like 90, 80, 100 charge, which is not really important. Like, don't prioritize charge if you're already high charge. I like you playing around walls sometimes. That was nice. Some of your target focus is kind of weird. Like, you ignore free kills sometimes. You tunnel vision onto others. Yeah, you don't really know what your cooldowns are because you're not always bubbling. For example, Genji, or bubbling anti-nade targets. Didn't bubble Genji when you went Nanoblade in, which caused him to be dead in a millisecond. If dive heroes engage, you can always bubble them. Like a Winston can be bubbled, a Doomfist can be bubbled, a Genji can be bubbled. Anything that jumps in and is threatened upon entering, you can bubble for free. You don't really need to bubble a Tracer when she engages, for example, because she will look for off angles. You don't really need to like bubble flankers that aren't really like in danger directly when they go in the fight because of either the large hitbox or their position towards the team. Other than that, I think you have much room for improvement, but if you're just gonna take like one or two things away from this video, I think you can climb to diamond. I see great potential in you, and I hope you keep grinding and improving. So yeah, this has been me, Didact, looking at WhippyWig, the Zarya player at 2800. I hope you have a nice day. Meet some good friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Smile.